Untitled Chapter.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan selamat petang. Right. So as we have agreed that we are going to postpone our test today. Okay, test part 1. So I'm thinking of kita buat test part 1 ni pada hari Khamis, and then the following Sunday we are going to do test, ataupun sebab test part 2 ni dia mengambil masa selama 1.5 jam. Okay, dan test part 1 ialah setengah jam sahaja. So I really want to know the feedback daripada you all, ataupun kita buat test part 2 dahulu, iaitu pada hari Khamis. Okay, and then kita buat test part 1 pada hari Ahad nanti. So what do you think? Ataupun you nak buat let's say katakan test test 2 let's say pada hari Khamis, okay? Sebab dia memakan masa selama 1 jam setengah, okay? So maybe then kita buat at night test part 1.
I can understand you.
Okay, I'm totally sorry. Okay, so I always forget about you. Okay, okay, because sometimes you are here, sometimes you are not here. Okay, all right. So I'm talking about the test. Okay, so the test is actually has 2 parts. Okay, part 1 and also part 2. So part 1 is only multiple questions. Okay. So the one will take only 30 minutes, okay, through e-learning, where you need to answer using the e-learning. And then we also have part 2 is actually the essay part. That one will take longer, which is 1.5 hours. Okay, 1.5 hours. And I'm thinking maybe we can do test part 2 on Thursday, because if you want to do part 1 on Thursday, right, it's only 30 minutes, and then on, let's say we want to do the second part on Sunday our class is only for 1 hour, unless it's okay for you to proceed on Sunday for 1.5 hours. Okay, yang mana Kin? Okay, so I really, yang mana Kin? Okay, sorry, please say it.
On Sunday tu okay je doktor, proceed sampai 1.5 jam lebih.
Okay, so is everybody okay? So on Sunday we're going to do, but some people, the problem is some of you actually only I think a few people, because they are not your batch. Okay, is it your batch? Can I say that? I'm not sure. Your batch, because they are different group. Okay, so I'm not sure whether they are free on Monday at 3. So can somebody say it? Okay, because she can say okay.
Dekat chatbot ada kata kelas 3 sampai 5.
Okay, siapa? May I know those people?
Afika
Can I give
Sairah.
your name? Yeah.
Tapi kan
Saya
saya Pak.
doktor.
Siapa tolong cikgu? Ya, saya
Amira.
Farafana. Ada kelas.
Ah? Okay, so
Farafana.
all right.
Syara dan Farah.
Or maybe we can, maybe what we can do, we make it earlier, a bit earlier. We start earlier. Instead of at 2, we can start earlier, maybe at 1, at 1:30. Okay, as long as we have like time for 1 hours and 30 minutes. Otherwise, we can do it this Thursday. I don't mind at all. What do you think, people? Okay, please say
Buat awal
something.
lah doktor.
Huh?
Awal sikit.
Awal sikit. Okay, so all right. So is it okay if on Sunday we start our test at 1:30? Is it okay 1:30?
Yes doktor.
Yes, okay.
Okay. All right. Okay, then if everybody agrees to start the class, the test earlier at 1:30, so we can stop at 3. Okay, but as I said, because it's AC question, so it depends on you all. If you can finish earlier, you can leave the test earlier, all right? So, but 1 hour and 30 minutes actually, why I take that long, because it also include in terms of you want to scan your answer and you need to submit through e-learning. Okay, that's the reason. Okay, so maybe like you need like 15 minutes extra for it. Okay, but if you can, do it fast, maybe you can just finish it in 1 hour. Right. So we have agreed that this Thursday we are going to do the multiple question, which is part 1 first. Okay. So that one will be only 30 minutes. Okay. But we're going to have class first. All right. On Thursday. And then we continue with our test. And then we come back on Sunday, right? At 1:30 in order to finish the second part of the test. Okay, is everybody clear? Right. So I hope if you have any question, please let me know. Right. People, I don't want to postpone the test anymore because we need to do a lot of things after this, okay? Starting from next week. Because we need to finish our data analysis. I'm going to do it a bit today, and then we're going to discuss basically from next week. We are going to also focus on the data analysis where before we can start with our actual survey, right? So, and then you need to present, okay? Just a week before the final week, you need to present the whole thing about your project, okay? So that one will actually include for the last chapter, which is for the Viva and presentation, okay? So let's continue with our data analysis. Okay, today we are going to just discuss about what you need to do for your data analysis. And I already mentioned that for those who have the same topic, all the group leaders, you need to combine, okay? So it means that you need to discuss among, let's say, if there are 4 groups doing the same topic, okay, the same questionnaire, so it means that you need to discuss because you need to combine your data at the end of the day, all right? So you, because I just would like to know how many questionnaire do we get back, the written questionnaire from employers. May I know how many do we get? Berapa banyak? So those who doing employers, may I know? Siapa yang buat employers?
Group 2.
Group 2, okay, who else?
Group 4.
Group 4, okay. Human, right? Human also. Is that true? Human, are you here? You already skipped my class last week. Okay, he's not here again. Right. So, okay. Group 2 and group 4. So how many do you get?
Group 4 have 5 responses.
Okay, Hazel, your group got 5 from employers, is it?
Yes.
Okay, great. And who else? Group 2?
2 respond.
Two responses. Okay, so it means that we have 7. Okay, so it means that group 2 and group 4 you need to combine later on your data. Okay, so I will show you, you know what you need to do next. Okay, and then how about persatuan penduduk? Persatuan penduduk. Okay. Right. Group Akmal, group Junkai. Okay, altogether how many do you get? Oh, banyak ni untuk penduduk eh. Kenapa banyak sangat untuk penduduk? How come? Group 6 banyaknya untuk penduduk. Okay, we remember we have 2, okay? This one for the local community and the other one we got for the the residential association and then the head of the village, okay? That one will be different. So okay. And then the last one, foreign workers. May I know how many? Foreign workers?
Group 10, Doctor.
Okay, group 10, how many do you get, Rafi?
5%.
Okay, great. Okay, who else doing the foreign workers? Okay, Group Akma also got 4%. Right. So basically the minimum that we need, okay, the minimum that we need is 5 for a time being, all right, for our reliability test, okay. So today I'm going to show you how to do, okay, for the foreign workers, it will be slightly different, okay, because you are doing the qualitative approach. So, but still, I would like you to enter all your data, if possible, in the SPSS, right? So try to learn how to use SPSS for your data entry. Okay, so we're going to learn how are we going to do the reliability test? And the second one, what type of questions can we check for the reliability? Because not all the questions actually qualify for the reliability test, only certain questions, okay? So therefore, I would like you to have all the data entered, okay? I hope the template is already ready, all right? Okay, group 2 and group 4. Is your template ready or not? Okay, group 4.
We've
Group 2,
done
ready
for
or not?
the template.
Okay. Tiada jawapan? Okay, what happened to the template? Because you need to use the template, okay, before we can enter the data today, right? So I would like to show you first, okay? Not yet. Kenapa not yet? Okay. Ni jenuh ni kalau not yet ni. Right? So because I already gave you time, today is what day? Today is Sunday. Yeah?
Template tu maksudnya yang Daisy ke?
Belum. Kita belum isi. Yang just preparing all the columns and variables. That's what I meant by template. Where everybody can use the same template. Okay, dah ke belum ni? Any answer? Hazel?
We just do halfway but haven't finished fully.
Okay, so you need to finish it, yeah? You need to finish it today. Right.
Okay.
Okay. So how about group lain? Chindo, your group, what happened?
Yes, dokter.
Yeah.
Template tuh belum selesai, dokter.
Belum selesai lagi.
Uh-uh.
Okay, people, because otherwise, okay, if you don't finish the template, so you cannot enter the data, okay? So that's going to be a problem because I said by this Thursday, we are going to, I will see, I would like to see your SPSS, how you enter the data for the whole group, okay? So it means that you need to finish the data, entering the data by this Thursday, because I will show you the next step that you need to do before we can do, the analysis and so on. Right. So anyway, so let me show you. Okay. So this is what you need to do. Okay. I take one example from the sample data. Okay, so in your question, okay, so our job today is actually for you, since you haven't finished you haven't finished preparing for your template, you need to finish it first. Okay. So once you finish the template, it means that you need to enter the data. Right. So the data, what does it mean? Every person who actually has collected his or her own questionnaire, so that person will be responsible to enter the data in SPSS. So the leaders, can you please make sure you divide, okay, assign the task, equally to everyone. So make sure none of you is actually goyang kaki, okay, just a free rider. I don't like that way, okay. So I want everybody really contribute to the group, okay, whatever the assignment given to you. Right, so let's do this one, okay. For the reliability test, we can only check for the alpha Cronbach. Okay, the purpose is to get the value of alpha Cronbach. Okay, so we want our alpha Cronbach, if possible, is greater than 0.6. But it will be much, much better if we get the alpha Cronbach greater than 0.7. Okay, so what kind of data is actually can we check for the alpha Cronbach or reliability test? Only questions that using Likert scale, or we have like, we are using a scale for answering the question. Okay, so for what does it mean? For example, you have a question that contains like 1 is equal to disagree, 2 is equal to 1 is extremely disagree, 2 disagree, 3, so and so, 4 agree, 4 strongly agree, for example. Yeah, so that one we call it as Likert scale or scale. So only those kind of questions that we can check for the reliability test, or we can get the value of alpha. So how to do it? Okay, for example, I have question. Okay, for this one is question for optimism. Okay, so for the optimism, I have question for question 1, question 2. Can you see? Can you see the screen? Yes or no?
Yes, doktor.
Okay, all right. So we have question 1, question 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then mastery, different section. Okay, so it's question 1 until we have question 7. Right. So actually in FYP, in your chapter 4, chapter 3 and also your chapter 4, what you need to do, you need to check for your reliability test before you can do your actual analysis for your actual survey, right? So you need to do, okay? So go to analyze, right? Okay, So let's say if I want to do, let's say I have two different factors, okay, or dimensions. So the first one is optimism. The second one is mastery. Okay, optimism for being optimistic. Mastery is someone who can control himself or herself. Okay, that's what we call it as mastery. Okay, so I have two sections, for example, optimism and mastery. So what I need to do for the reliability test, one, I need to check only for optimism section. And then the second one is mastery section only. And then the third one, I need to combine optimism and mastery to represent the whole questionnaire. Okay. All right. So this one is actually only related to those who are doing quantitative survey or quantitative questionnaire. Okay. For the employers, you need to enter whatever the answer given by your respondents. All right. So how can I do it? Go to analyze and then, okay, please make sure you write this one down, okay? So what you maybe on the just the next column on the page of pilot study, okay? So you go to scale, okay? And then you can see reliability analysis, all right? Click that one, okay? Right? And then what we can do for the items, let's say I want to optimism first, okay? We need to do step by step, optimism, all the question, highlight them, and then bring it to the right, okay? And then click, okay, statistics. And then descriptive, it doesn't matter this one. I think I don't want any of this. Okay, I just go, if you can see the model here, down here, it says alpha. So alpha means alpha Cronbach. Okay, so you just click OK. Right. And then this is the one that we are looking for. Okay, so the value for this alpha Cronbach, okay, is actually, if you can see Z, we have 6 items, and then the alpha Cronbach is negative 0.243. Okay, this is a bit funny. Okay, so it means that it is not as strong. Okay, let me check. Okay, because let me see again, let's do for the next one. Okay, data, and then we have, sorry, analyze. Okay, let me do the next one. Reliability. Okay, and then let me reset this one. Okay, I bring the mastery, for example, okay, to the right, and then I just click OK. Right. So if you can see this time, the mastery, okay, the question is only 0.49. So it means that the reliability is not that good for this 7 question. Same as the previous one. Okay, we only have like 0.2. So it means that the question is not very, very good. Okay, let me check. Okay, I'll give you another example. Let me find the next. Okay, let me see. What can I see? All right, maybe we have a few now. Okay. Right. So, and then, by the way, sekejap saya tengok.
Maybe.
Okay, please mute yourself, Shikin. Okay, let's say I go for another variable. Okay, for example, analyze, reliability analysis. Okay, so I go to reset. I find another analysis. Maybe PN. Okay, this one, for example. Okay, right, and then go to the right. Okay, and then okay. So let's see. Okay, if you can see for this variable, the Cronbach-Alfa is good because it has 0.7. So that's what we need. We need something more than 0.6. Okay. So what you need to do, okay, I will show you. Okay, let's say now I would like to combine all the three dimensions. Okay, so now our last part, for example, okay, this I go to scale and then the reliability analysis. Okay, so I take this one PN and I also going to add optimism and also mastery and bring it to the right combine with PN. Okay, so and then this one, when I look the overall, it's good. Okay, that's the reason, we need to look at individual variable and then also the combination of all the variables. Okay, so later what you need to do, you need to summarize all your findings in one table. Okay, how to do it? Okay, so I give you, for example, this one. Okay. Okay, sekejap ya. Just a minute. Okay, this is our first one, the Cronbach-Alfa. And then we have the second one. Let me see. Okay, the second one is this one. Okay. Nampak tak? Do you see the screen, people? Nampak tak?
No, doctor.
Nampak apa? Okay, nampak apa?
We didn't see the screen.
Ha?
Didn't see any screen.
Itulah bila saya tanya nampak, rupanya tak ada nampak. Kejap ya. Okay, do you see anything now? Nampak kah? Can you see the screen,
No.
people? No.
Belum doktor.
Oh, tak nampak juga. Okay, alright. Never mind. Let me see. Okay, nampak dah?
Yes, can see now.
Nampak.
Alright. Okay, thank you. Okay, this is what we have, okay, from our reliability test just now. Okay, where is it? Okay, so we have the first one, all right. So actually this one is not a good one, okay, as I said, but never mind for the sake of our mana pula? Sekejap ya, you all. Maklumlah, hai. Oi, what happened? Macam tak boleh lah pula sekejap. Okay, anyway, never mind, something wrong pula. I don't know why. Okay, so this is what we get. Okay, the three findings of our SPSS output. So people, what you need to do, for example, you need to report all this. Okay, so then for example, you need to make a table, a summary table. So we just do a table. So okay. So we have section, or we can say dimension. Okay, it's up to you. And then item. Okay, alpha. Okay, alpha Cronbach. Okay. And then what can you say in terms of the reliability? Okay. So section 1, for example, it depends on your questionnaire. So this one, we have the optimism section. Okay. So the alpha Cronbach is negative 0.2. Okay, so no. Reliability, no. For example, that's your conclusion. And then we have mastery. Okay, so mastery is 0.4. Okay, and then no, for example, okay. Maybe mastery we can say weak. Okay, the reliability is weak. Okay, same as this one. If no, it means that no, the alpha Cronbach will be 0. Okay, and then we have PN. All right, so this one 0.7. Okay, we can say good. Okay, and then overall. Okay, so overall also we got 0.6 just now, so we can claim good. Right, something like this. Faham tak? Do you understand? This is, yeah. So this is what you need to do for your pilot study, all right? And then you need to write it in your chapter 4 or on your chapter 3 under the subtopic of pilot study. So because of this, okay, the overall is actually good, okay? So it means that we can use that questionnaire. So that questionnaire is reliable. But for example, this one right here, okay, for the week 1, okay, what we need to do is we need to improve this one. For example, okay, what is your reliability? And then you put action. Okay, so improve. Okay, right. So you need to improve it. So how can you improve it? There are so many ways of doing it. So one way is by deleting all the questions, not good questions. Okay. So how do you know? You can get the feedback actually from your respondents, and also I will show you later. Okay. And then the other one is to increase or to add more questions to that section. Okay, so there are 3 ways of doing it. One is you need to remove not good questions. The second one, you need to improve the question. Okay, based on all these two, based on the comments from your respondents, and then the third one, where you can actually add more questions, all right, to your questionnaire, right? Understand? So that's the reason I want you to actually to finish your template, and then you can start entering your data in order to check our alpha Cronbach, because this alpha Cronbach is actually can tell us whether we can proceed or not with our questionnaire. So that one is very, very important. Okay, so any question? Okay, ada apa-apa soalan? Anything? Okay, I don't want you just keep quiet but then you don't understand.
Doktor,
Yeah.
kalau kan yang week tu kan kita kena tukar soalan tu kan, macam mana nak tahu soalan mana yang
Sebab tu satu ialah dengan cara actually come from the comments from your respondent. For example, your respondent say, oh macam tak faham lah soalan ni. Okay. This question is redundant. Have you asked this one before? Okay. So we know that one of the ways is actually to take out the question from our questionnaire. Okay. So the other one, let me see. Okay. There. Okay, the other one is 2. How can we check? So let me show you. Right. So we go to share and go back to our. Okay. So let's say you nampak ke screen SPSS?
nampak doktor?
Blank ke yang ada isi? Which one? Is it yang blank?
SPSS Dr.
Blank.
SPSS.
Yang blank?
Yang blank.
Mm.
Oh,
Blank.
okay, alright. Okay, how about this time? What can you see?
Ada nombor.
Okay, good. Ada nombor. Alright, so this one, let's say I would like to know kan, which one is actually not good. So I go to just now scale and then reliability analysis. Okay, so I go to statistics and this time I click correlations. Okay, correlations. Okay, inter item correlations. So everybody okay? And then I click continue. Okay. Right. So here what we can see memang banyak. Okay. So this one sebab we already combine everything. Actually we need to do part by part. Okay, let me do part by part. Okay, so it will be easier for you to see. So we go to analyze again and then scale and then reliability analysis. Let's say I take only the PN. Alright. So I take all this out. So for example, or maybe we can take the optimism first because optimism yang ada problem. Okay, for the PN is okay. So let me reset things and then go to optimism. Okay, for example, bring it to the right and then statistics, inter item, click the correlations, okay, and then continue, right, and then okay. So from here, what we can see, okay, this is the table. Okay, this table, what we want to do is actually to look at those who has, like very, very low. For example, for optimism 1 and optimism 2, so it's very low, which is, we try to find anything below 0.5, any number below 0.5. So this one, the up 2 and up 4 is okay, right? And then up 6 one okay lah because 0.4. But maybe what we can see, we can remain question on optimism up 2 and up 4, for example, and also up 6, right? These two give a very good correlation. Then like up 1 is not good, okay? Up 2, okay. Up 3, also we can say okay, not that bad, but we can improve the question. For example, up 4, okay. And then up 5 point, so. But I think the one that is not that good is actually up 1, question up 1, because all the values of the correlation is very, very low or very weak. So this is also how actually we can decide which question is not good. Understand? Is everybody okay? Faham tak?
Faham, Doktor.
Okay, so that's the reason. Okay, that's the reason I will give you time to finish your template. And after you finish your template, all right, please make sure you start entering your data for every group. Okay? So bila you dah masukkan data, so let's say one person already entered he or her data. So later on, for the next person can share what you have. Okay, that's the reason we must have the same column name and also the same number of columns. Okay, so everybody will enter according to the column that you have set for everyone. Right. So then what you can do later, so you just can copy paste to add more. This is what we call 1, 2, 3, 4. This column we call it as cases. So it means that you can add your cases, more cases here by copy and paste from others. Okay. So that's how we are going to do it. And then after you finish that one, you can start checking for your alpha Cronbach. So we're going to talk about it on Thursday. How how your Cronbach-Alfa, for example, and we'll see how it goes. All right, understand? Is everybody okay? Any question?
Okay, Doktor.
Okay, Intan yang cakap hari ni, yang lain tak ada suara ke? Okay, thank you, Chris. Okay, who else? Let me see, from Indonesia. People from Indonesia.
Okay, Doktor.
Apakah itu? Okay. Ya, Cindo. Orang lain mana, Cindo? Kawan-kawan kamu mana?
Okay, Doktor.
Okay, alright. So, who else? Okay, manakah yang cowok-cowoknya mana? Ini cewek dia yang respon.
Okay, Doktor.
Okay, thank you, Farhan. Okay, so untuk Farhan and the employers, you will be different. Okay, so I think only like 2 groups, is it? 2 groups are doing the employer. Okay, you need to cooperate. You need to collaborate with your friends. Okay, so for the employers, you just put all the columns. Okay, according to the question. And I know it's going to be a little bit harder for you because for every single column that you need to do, you need to just type all the answers, okay, from your questionnaire. So for example, okay, you need to put question number 1, for example, oops, okay. Okay, for the employer. Okay, I give okay, so it's a little bit tedious for you all, but the question not that many compared to your friends who have the quantitative questionnaire, right? So you need to type everything here, but before that again, you also need to have the standardized template for everyone. So then you can type your answers here, right? So I will let you know on Thursday what you need to do next. Okay, so everybody, so make sure on Thursday your data is already entered, is already typed into SPSS. I know you have a lot of assignments, you have a lot of presentations to do, but try your best. All right, so is it okay, Farhan?
Yes, okay.
Okay, right, so as I said, please divide the task equally to everyone. Okay? All right. So in that case, I will stop our class here today. Yeah. All right. If you have any question, please let me know. Just remember, at on Thursday at 3, at maybe 3:15, we start doing our test for through e-learning. So please make sure you have your line okay, your internet line. So if you think your internet line is not that okay at your house or at your home, please find somewhere else, okay, to do your test, right? Maybe somewhere who actually can provide better internet line. All right. That's all for today. So let's scan for our attendance.
Doctor,
Yeah.
for the template, we all use the same template, but the data is only for each group, or we need to
Yeah.
combine all the groups also.
You need to just do your own group for your own group and then combine.
And then combine. Then only we measure the Cronbach-Alfa.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Hazel, for asking. All right.
Okay, thank you, doctor.
Doktor,
Yeah.
kalau group saya buat 2 local dengan employer, so kena buat 2 template lah.
Maksudnya you kan ada group lain, so you kena maksudnya kalau orang lain boleh bantu untuk buat template, so you just contribute the data, okay? You kena
okay.
bertolak ansur lah.
Okay,
Maksudnya
thank
group
you,
you dah buat 2 cakap, okay?
Okay.
Okay, kena bertolak ansur. The teamwork is very, very important, okay? So people, to be frank, to be honest with you all, sebenarnya when we are doing something, okay, in our life, we cannot count every single cent, okay? So how much we have contributed to people, how much we have spent. You know, maybe sometimes this time we need to work more than other people. But you know, God will give us, you know, will repay our kindness, what we have done, our deeds in a different way. Maybe, you know, there are so many ways God can give us, you know, the rezeki, you know. So you don't have to really macam berkira lah with your friends. That's what I did. That's my amalan, okay? If you can ask my colleagues, I'm not the type of person who really, okay, you have to do this, that, okay, if I do more, I don't want to do it, you know. I'm not that type of person. Okay, so wait. So let me see. Okay. So because I believe that, you know, we gain better, we will gain better if we give more. That's what my belief.
Betul doktor, saya setuju.
Ya betul kan. Kita janganlah berkira sangat. Kita ni siapalah kita.
Hanya manusia biasa.
Sekejap. Ya hanya manusia. Ya kita ni hanya manusia biasa-biasa sahaja. Ai, hilanglah pula. Ai, okey. Nampak tak? Section Okay, whoever already, for those who already scanned the attendance, you can leave our meeting. So just make sure, remember, we have a template to finish and then data to enter and also test to be aware of. All right. So all the best.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay. Okay, sure.
Thank you, Doktor.
Okay.
Thank you, doctor. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.